So the Cloud Signature Consortium is a group of technology providers, industry specialists, governments and academic organizations who are all committed to and are really pushing forward the driving standardization for highly secure and compliant digital signatures for the cloud. The Cloud Signature Consortium, also known as CSC, provides an API through which digital signature applications and signing services can integrate seamlessly without special customization and/or development. So the Cloud Signature Consortium specification, and I'll refer to it as CSC, has been around for a number of years. So the first pre-release version was published back in 2017. After several updates, the first public release was published in 2018 and has gone through a number of updates since. So the API specification was a significant step towards standardizing architectures, protocols, and the API specifications for which remote signing applications can use. The main goal of the CSC API is to standardize the way that remote signing services can be used. So this means that if an RSSP or remote signing service provider exposes a CSC compliant signing service, then any CSC compliant signing application or client can leverage the remote signing services with no custom development in any shape or form. So this significantly reduces the development time for signing applications. The Cloud Signature Consortium continues to innovate. Version 2 of the specification makes several improvements. These include, but isn't limited to, so support for short-lived signing credentials, also referred to as ad hoc or on-the-go signatures. Short-lived, ad hoc, on-the-go signature credentials, whichever term you prefer, provides great support for citizens' signature use cases, or use cases where the end user, you or I, are only required to sign for a single transaction. So this could be you're engaged with your bank, you're signing a mortgage application, you're taking out a loan, or you're starting a finance agreement, you're doing your annual tax return, or you're signing a health declaration. 4 or 5 use cases where you're going to interact with a legal entity, it could be the government, health organization or a financial institution, where you're only going to sign something once and once only. You're not going to come back as a repeat signatory, much like a business user. So short-lived ad hoc or on-the-go signatures are designed for citizen interactions with businesses and governments where you're only going to sign once in 1 or 2 years. Support for sending entire documents as well as document hashes. So previously, the CSC API only supported document hashes being sent to a CSC-enabled signing server. So the latest version now enables you to send entire documents to a signing server as well. This provides greater convenience for business applications and people that are integrating with the CSC API, but I can't see this as being a configuration that's going to be used all the time and probably should be used with caution. Document hashes are small, they can be processed very easily, whereas full documents, as we all know, there are a number of variables and these can vary wildly in size. And so there is potential here for large documents and many large documents to overload a signing server. So here's where a service provider may want to ensure that they have good serviceability. And in terms of defining levels, they may want to ensure that they set caps and limits to prevent their services from being overloaded to ensure service continuity. CSC2 also adds support for electronic seals. So EIDAS defines two signing concepts, one being an electronic signature, which is created by a natural person used to sign the content of a document, and an electronic seal, which is based on a certificate issued to a legal person. As a natural person, when you sign documents, you typically sign one document at a time, or 1, 2, or 3 in inevitably small batches, and you would be expected to authenticate and authorize each signature. Electronic seals, on the other hand, are created for use with an automated process to sign large numbers of documents, and are typically sent in bulk in one session. So an electronic seal owner would authorize the use of their electronic seal. This could be the chief finance officer, it could be someone in charge of HR, someone in charge of electronic statementing, and the electronic seal creation process would sign vast batches of invoices, statements, quotes, could be prescriptions, anywhere where bulks of documents need to be authorized by a legal entity. So there are now several methods of accessing the CSC API without the need for regular human interaction. So this is great. This will enable large numbers of documents to be signed using the electronic seal. So putting it simply, the Cloud Signature Consortium and their programmatic interface aims to ease solution interoperability and helps to streamline compliance with e-signature regulations. So like with the current eIDAS regulation, geographies around the world outside of the EU, where they're looking to adopt an eIDAS-like legal and technical framework, they've picked up eIDAS 1 quite readily. We talk to organizations all the time that are interested in remote authorized signing and the eIDAS legal and technical frameworks around the world. The eIDAS and its applicability, yes, was created by the European Union, but in the absence of a legal and technical framework outside of the EU, eIDAS 1 has been very well received. So we anticipate much the same for eIDAS 2 and CSC2. So this will help providers open up access to the market to enable the uniform adoption of cloud-based signatures globally. CSC's main aim is to promote interoperability between signing applications and signing service providers. So whether you're inside the European Union, CSC2 will help with the adoption of qualified signatures, be they in the cloud or otherwise. But beyond the borders of the European Union, with standards like CSC2 and eIDAS 2 coming along, the adoption for signaturing, seals, and eIDAS 2 applications like digital archiving will instantly become successful beyond the borders of the European Union. So both Ascertia and Infocert are members of the Cloud Signature Consortium together with a collection of other members. So we're all actively working to help simplify the adoption and integration of digital signatures into business applications and digital signature workflows. Ascertia ADSS Server and Signing Hub both fully support CSC. So ADSS Server exposes a CSC server interface. This means that a trust service provider can easily adopt ADSS Server within their trust center, safe in the knowledge that it can be easily integrated with external applications that are CSC compliant. Equally, Ascertia Signing Hub is designed to act as a fully compliant CSC client. This means that a trust service provider can operate a Signing Hub instance and connect with any of the world's CSC compliant signing providers to provide their customers with the ultimate choice and flexibility. Conversely, an enterprise can leverage Signing Hub within their data centers and connect to any of the world's CSC compliant remote signing service providers in order for them to leverage digital signatures in any of the geographies in which they operate. Infocert operate a CSC compliant digital signature service and provides qualified and AA digital certificates and signature services. Any business who requires digital signature services based on the Cloud Signature Consortium API can leverage digital certificates hosted within the Infocert Trust Center for CSC compliant services. Conversely, if you're an enterprise looking to host Signing Hub, you can easily connect to the Infocert Trust Center and start leveraging qualified digital signatures right away. So if you're looking for more information around CSC compliant signing services, please visit ascertia.com or alternatively ask an Ascertia account manager or customer success manager. If you're interested in seeing CSC in operation, head over to the Ascertia YouTube channel and check out our video entitled How to Digitally Sign Documents with Signing Hub using Infocert.